You are listening to Viewpoints from PlaceCloud. Cultural researchers tell stories of places from around the world. For the full multimedia experience and to support the creators you enjoy, visit placecloud.io.
Late on an August morning in 1795, a considerable convoy of coaches began a long journey from Clapham heading for this church, St Andrew by the Wardrobe. The coaches were accompanied by a host of people, which grew with every passing mile. They were gathered around and behind a hearse drawn by 6 horses. The hearse carried the body of Reverend William Romaine, rector of St Andrew by the Wardrobe and St Anne Blackfriars. The parishes merged after the latter was destroyed in the Great Fire. Romaine was also lecturer at St Dunstan's in the West on Fleet Street, where admiration for his preaching had competed with critical comments about the people who gathered to hear him. Romaine had died aged 81 at the residence of his friend George Whitridge in Balham Hill, and it was from this location that his funeral procession was organised and eventually embarked. Romaine's relatives had hoped for a private, plain funeral, but the spontaneous participation of so many mourners had turned the occasion into a grand one by the time they reached Blackfriars Bridge. Here the procession was met by more mourners, a party of children from Blackfriars School, the boys wearing black hatbands, the girls wearing black ribbons, and they were joined by a pair of parish beadles. A further mark of respect for Romaine was shown by the Lord Mayor, who sent city marshals with black scarves and hatbands to ride ahead of the hearse as it headed through the city to St Andrew by the Wardrobe. With so many people gathered to watch, and countless others spontaneously participating, misbehaviour was a growing concern. Ward constables were deployed, we are told, lest any evil-minded people should take advantage of such an opportunity to raise a disturbance. But evil and mischief did not raise their heads. Indeed, the peaceful and mournful manner of those who attended was interpreted as evidence of a shared respect and shared sorrow for Romaine. There seemed to be but one mind in the vast multitude, it was stated, and but one impression, made by the loss of an able minister of the New Testament and a faithful steward of the mysteries of God. Romaine's coffin entered the church to a spectacular scene, the interiors draped in black cloth, and a full congregation clothed in black. As the words of the funeral service were uttered, it was said that the numerous and affected audience shed tears not for him who was at rest from his labours, but for themselves and for their children who had lost the benefits of him. Romaine's body was placed in the vault under the chancel, and in the following days a sermon would be read in his memory on 3 different occasions. His funeral was, at least in description, a testament to a man who was appreciated and respected by his followers and his city. It was an exemplar occasion, quite probably exaggerated in description, and one which features favourable accounts of the motives and thoughts of those who spectated that day. But even if they did not attend out of respect, they must have witnessed and been part of a quite spectacular event.